is not going to find you. This week, we are having a conversation that every healthcare professional needs to hear, and especially the people that is in my circle that I have been working with for years, those of us that are transitioning out of correctional healthcare or transitioning into another correctional healthcare position. This is for not only just the nurses, but this week is about the healthcare IT professionals, the HR professionals that work in healthcare. This is for the therapists, the social workers, the physicians, the nurse practitioners, the behavioral health professionals, anybody that work in healthcare, especially correctional healthcare, and those that I know that are transitioning right now, the leaders, anybody that's working in healthcare. This week I'm talking to you because one thing is true for every one of us. The healthcare workforce has changed. The days of graduating and getting hired and staying in the same role for 30 years is becoming a rarity. That is becoming something that does not happen anymore. Organizations are restructuring. Positions are evolving into something different. AI, artificial intelligence, is changing how the hiring processes and practices work. And many healthcare professionals are finding themselves asking, well, what is next for me? What should I do? So this week on Vitals with the Doc, we talking about how to position yourself for your next opportunity. We talking about everything. We talking about knowing when it's time to actually leave your role. We're going to talk about how AI is changing the job search, okay? How they looking at your resumes, how to build a resume that actually get noticed when you got thousands and hundreds of people applying for the same job. We're going to talk about interview strategies that help you to stand out. We're going to talk about salary negotiations because they be trying to, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about the hiring red flags that you should not ignore and how to properly network your way into your next opportunity. Because here's what I want us to remember, and all of us that are going through it right now, your career deserves the same level of planning that you give your patients, that you give any projects that you're working on, and you give these organizations. Too many healthcare professionals, we wait until we burnt out, we frustrated, or we laid off before we start preparing for what's next. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be prepared before you need to be prepared. I want you to be informed before you make your next move. All right. And I want